Hey boys and girls, this is close read number 1 for Lemonade for Sale. We've already heard this story. Let's read it again a little closer. Remember, you're going to need a buddy so you can turn and talk. This book has some great vocabulary words in it. Let's learn some new words today. Let's reread this page. The members of the Elm Street Kids Club were feeling glum. Our clubhouse is falling down and our piggy bank is empty, Meg said. I know how we can make some money, said Matthew. Let's sell lemonade. Let's take a look at this word members. What does the word members mean? The members of the Elm Street Kids Club. Pause this and tell your partner. Did you and your partner talk about how members are people who belong to a group? Actually, it doesn't have to be people. Check out this group of horses. There are 5 members in this herd of horses. What groups are you a member of? When you tell your partner, use the word member. Say, I am a member of. Pause this and tell your partner. You could be a member of a group like Girl Scouts. You could be a member of a sports team like a baseball team. You are a member of a family, and you're a member of your class. Let's look at this page again. Take a look at the word glum. What does the word glum mean? You can use clues from the story. The word feeling. The members of the kids club were feeling glum. Look at the picture. Look at their faces. Tell your partner, what does the word glum mean? Did you and your partner say that glum means gloomy or sad? Aw, look at this glum little baby. Emma was glum when her teddy bear was lost. That would make me feel glum too. When do you feel glum? Remember, use the word glum when you tell your partner. I feel glum when. Pause this and tell your partner. Do you feel glum when you're lonely? Do you feel glum when you get in trouble? I feel glum when I get a boo-boo or I'm hurt. Let's look at this page again. Sherry announced, we sold 30 cups today. I'll fill in the bar above Monday to the 30 on the side. Not bad, said Danny. Not bad, chattered Petey. Look at the word announced. What does the word announced mean? Can you substitute a word in place of announced? Pause this and tell your partner. You're right, we could say told. Sherry told the group. Or informed, that's a fancy word. Sherry informed the group. Or we could even use the word said. She said. Announced is just a fancy word to say said. Announce means you made something known to many people. My kitty announced that it was dinner time. Wow, looks like she was announcing it pretty feisty. Let's reread this page. On Friday, Sherry arrived with Jed. Jed's going to juggle right next to our stand, Sherry said. That day, Petey squawked, Jed juggled, and more people came than ever before. Matthew squeezed loads of lemons. Meg mixed in tons of sugar. Danny shook it up with lots of ice and almost ran out of cups. Sherry could hardly keep track of how many cups they sold. Let's look at the word arrived. On Friday, Sherry arrived with Jed. What does arrived mean? Turn and tell your partner. Did you and your partner say that arrived means to come to a place or came to a place because it happened in the past? Arrived. Sally arrived at the lemonade stand to help Josh sell some lemonade. She came to the stand. What would you do if a new student arrived in class? When you tell your partner, use the word arrived. Say, if a new student arrived, tell your partner what you would do. I hope you said that if a new student arrived, you would make them feel welcome, or you would be their friend. I know, because you're such sweet first graders. Let's reread this page. Look at the word we're going to check out. We sold so many cups today that our sales are over the top. We have enough money to rebuild our clubhouse. Hooray! They all shouted. Jed, will you join our club? You bet, said Jed. Ah, you bet, squawked Petey. What does the word rebuild mean? We have enough money to rebuild our clubhouse. What does that mean? Pause this and tell your partner. Did you and your partner say that rebuild means to make something again? You build it again. This little part re means again. And you know the word build, that means make. So this means to make something again. The Edwards had to rebuild their house after the storm tore it down. What are some things you could rebuild? When you tell your partner, use the word rebuild. Say, I could rebuild. Pause this and tell your partner. You could rebuild a stack of Legos. You could rebuild a sandcastle that got knocked over by a wave. You could rebuild a fort after your little brother and sister knocked it over. Let's review. First, we're going to say the words, then we're going to read the sentence, and we're going to fill in the blank. You ready? Announced, members, glum, arrived, rebuild. Let's look at this sentence. The blank of the children's choir sang beautifully. What word would go in the blank? Tell your partner. You're right. The members of the children's choir sang beautifully. Great job. Let's say the words again. Arrived, rebuild, announced, glum, members. The chimp was blank when no one came to see him. What word would go in the blank? Tell your partner. You're right. Glum would go in the blank. He does look sad, doesn't he? Let's try it again. Read the words. Members, rebuild, announced, arrived, glum. The train blank at 2 o'clock. What word would go in the blank? Tell your partner. Did you say arrived? The train arrived at 2 o'clock. Great job. Let's read the words again. Glum, members, rebuild, arrived, announced. What word would go in this blank? Turkey blank. Everyone will have pizza for Thanksgiving. What word goes in the blank? Tell your partner. You're right. Announced. Turkey announced. Everyone will have pizza for Thanksgiving. Let's read the words again. Members. Announced. Arrived. Rebuild. Glum. What word goes in the blank? These men will blank this race car engine. Tell your partner. You're right. Rebuild. These men will rebuild this race car engine. All right, here's your exit ticket. Match the letters to the words. Glum, arrived, rebuild, announced, members. What do these words mean? Made something known to many people. Or B, came to a place. Or C, gloomy, sad. D, those who belong to a group. Or E, make something again or build it again. Match the letters to the words. You did such a great job learning these new words today. I am so impressed.